Happy birthday to the most amazing person in the universe.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
SunriseOralSurgery.com.
This gives him a minute warning.
Two birthdays today. Happy birthday to Alexander Smith.
So I just got back from a meeting at my son's school, and we're doing a virtual race run thing and a physical race run thing. So 2 races, and so we're in the process of planning that. I've also been talking to him about doing a gaming club, which he asked me if I would be willing to do. So I'm very excited about that. And they did not put Alex's name on the board out front of the school. They totally forgot. We paid for it and they didn't do it. Whoops. So, but they did do announcements. That was cool.
So this is 27. It doesn't matter what I've been through. I should grow up too, but I still act like I'm 11. I'm not emotionally sound since I left you. And no, I don't like to be the bad guy.
Fix that real quick.
I won't be surprised if I'm the last one out.
Okay, so got the car. I had a freak out in there because it wouldn't process payment on my card, and my credit card company wouldn't let me make another payment to add additional credit on there. So I had a total freak out in there. And now I have to go to the pawn shop and pawn a bunch of stuff in order to afford the rest of this. It's just nuts.
But I had you where I wanted you, never had to ask. I'd set the world on fire just to get it back. Don't know how.
So there's a motel over there, and you can see it right about there. And I used to run that place with my dad. I used to do overnight audit there. It was a long time ago. I think I just turned 14 when we moved there, and I was 18 when he died, and I had to leave there. But yeah, we were there for about the 4 years, and it was interesting. Interesting way to live. I really miss my dad. He was my best friend, and today should be the most amazing day. It's my son's birthday, and everything has not gone right. And I'm just struggle busing today. So I had sold a bunch of stuff last month in anticipation of my son's birthday because I knew he wanted to go to Disney, and so I sold a bunch of stuff, and I figured, you know, that's enough. And then I had to fix the car after it broke down, so that's where that money went. And then I sold my favorite purse, thinking, okay, that's enough. And then I had to go buy food for the house, and that's fine. I don't have any issue with that. I knew I'd have to do that. So then I thought I'd have extra money, and a subscription that I didn't realize I had decided to charge. So I contacted Apple and I said, I have an issue here, and they didn't process my refund in time. So that's where that money's gone. And so now I am going to pawn my drone, a camera of mine. Fortunately, I have 2 of those, and maybe my 360 camera in order to come up with the rest of the money. But such is life. Alex's birthday is more important than that stuff. So that's my focus, but that's what I'm doing. Why does it do that? Okay. All right. I think you're telling me that I got to put a seatbelt on. I don't know. So let's see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 50 is what I came out with. So that's good. That's hard. I always have such a hard time with that because I don't always get my stuff back out of there. And I work so hard to get the stuff originally that's hard to have that issue. So I'm gonna go to the bank, I guess, and deposit some money, and then we'll be good.
It feels to be someone you love, and it gets me down.
Alright, gonna go pick Alex up from school, and I'm so excited to see him.
Set the world on fire just to get it back. Don't know how.
So I don't normally post videos on days that are tough. Today's been a pretty tough day. I got everything done, and I'm so happy for that. But I don't normally post those things that I do because I just simply have to in order to make things happen. So I had originally sold a bunch of stuff last month in order to afford the birthday trip. And then the car broke down, and I have a whole video on that, and I ended up spending much more than what I had sold in order to afford getting the car fixed. And then recently I had sold my purse. It's my favorite purse ever, and I had sold it in an effort to try and come up with the money. I just didn't quite come up with enough, and so that's where it stands. So I pawned some stuff, and that's how I afforded this trip. So the three things I pawned were my drone, my Canon M6 Mark II with an 11mm lens to 22mm lens, and my Insta360 X3. And no regrets, because I needed the money for the trip. And this trip was more important. It's Alex's 13th birthday. It's more important than it is for me to have that stuff right now. Now, with it being pawned, I can pay to get it back. It's going to cost me like $200 more than what I got out of it in order to get it back. That being said, I also have the opportunity to get it back for much cheaper than what it would be for me to outright buy everything again. So it's the best option, but it still sucks because I always risk the possibility of just not being able to afford to get it back because something else catastrophic happens, and then I just lose that stuff forever. So that's always possible, and that always makes me very nervous. But I don't normally do videos on days like today. And today's been a tough day. It's Alex's birthday, which is the best thing ever, but it's also just nothing's gone right today. Absolutely nothing. I was going to make him a brownie cake because that's what he wanted. He wanted brownies. And then he decided he wanted chocolate cake. And I didn't have anything to make chocolate cake, so I had called Sam's Club because we had decided that we were going to do a rotisserie chicken. It's $5 at Sam's Club. And I called them up and I'm like, can I pick up a chocolate cake there? And they told me what they had, and they didn't tell me like all the specific details. It was like a bar cake, which I didn't even know what that was. But I got there. They said it was a chocolate cake, and it was a like straight bar cake. It's not appropriate for a 13th birthday. So got our chicken and we left. We went to Publix. We found the cake that we ended up getting. It's a little chocolate cake, which is perfect. Also went to the pawn shop and went to the car rental place. The car wasn't easy. I ended up going to Hertz, and I've never done Hertz before. They made it as easy as possible. It was really with my debit card. I tried to put insurance on, and I shouldn't have because I couldn't afford it, and I didn't realize that. And I ended up going over on my card for like $20 extra, and it wouldn't process. And they have a certain cutoff time where you get charged, and they told me that they couldn't put the price back to what they had promised me before I had put the insurance on it. And so that's why I had a total freak out there. They fixed it. They talked to the manager. The manager said, go ahead, give them the original rate. I guess they were concerned of phishing scams or something is what they explained, but it was just, I got really stressed about it because I didn't want to get charged for the car without being able to rent the car, and I couldn't put more money on the card because my card company refuses to allow me to put more money over to that card. So, like, I'm calling them going, can you please let me put more money on this card? And they're like, no, we can't. You can only transfer money once a day. Well, I had already transferred money to that card today, and they refused to let me transfer more. And I only needed to transfer like $20, but they refused to let me do it. And I couldn't split payments at the Hertz, so it all had to be on that card. And then that card was linked to the reservation, and I had like 10 minutes in order to get the reservation figured out by the time that I found out what the issue was with the card. So I freaked out there. They took care of me. They got it taken care of. I'm in a beautiful Kia Forte, which is really nice. I love it. And then I went to the pawn shop to get the rest of the money so that I could not have to worry while we drive up there, and you know, I take him to lunch and we're just going to enjoy ourselves. And yeah. So I just got really worked up. And days like this I don't post, or you know, me having to do funny stuff to get money. I don't post that sort of stuff because it's not happy, it's not fun, it's a part of my life that is necessary because I'm a single parent, but it's not something that I always feel comfortable sharing. And since I'm trying to do better and share what I'm comfortable sharing, but also be willing to share things that this is an honest look at my life. This is what it is. I'm a single parent and I work my ass off. I work, 40 plus hours a week. I come home and I'm trying to study for coding boot camp with an intent to go to coding boot camp, and I can't really afford coding boot camp, but I want to do software engineering. I want to make more money. I just if I won the lottery, the first thing I would do is I would talk to a financial advisor. I would pay off the little debt that I have, because I don't have a lot, because I'm terrified of getting into debt. I would fix up my house because I need a new roof. I would probably lease a car so that I have a decent car. And I would pay to go to school for software engineering. So those are the things I would do. I would stop working. I would go to school for this. I feel like I can't ever get ahead, and I feel like every time I kind of do, something happens. I sold stuff to make money for this trip. The car breaks down. And I feel like I can't ever get ahead. And it's frustrating. And then I sell things that I don't really want to sell, but I have to sell in order to afford life. And I pawn things in the hopes that I'm going to get them back. And then odds are I don't even get those back. I just hate it. That was the other thing. They didn't have his birthday up on the kiosk this morning. We paid for it, and they didn't put it up, but they just did. Oh, I'm so happy for that. Let's see if I can catch it on photo. We paid them on Monday for them to do this, and oh good, I'm glad they got that up. We were very upset today when we found out. We got to school and it wasn't there, so it's nice that it's there now. I stress so much about holidays and birthdays are my favorite, but I stress so much. I totally forgot, because this is a different car, he's not going to recognize it. Oops. Alex, white car.
Car?
No, rental.
Oh, it's a birthday and you got a new car?
Nope, just rental.
Oh man, we sang the whole 7
Oh shoot, how do I do that? Ah!
Oh man. Hey man, don't ride all the roller coasters tomorrow, man. Save me some. Alright now.
Okay,
Happy birthday again, champ.
Okay, have a good day while I'm gone tomorrow.
Yes, sir. We definitely miss you.
Have a good day.
You too, thank you.
Hi, baby.
Hi, Mom.
I got around that corner and I realized, oh crap, you're not going to recognize what car I'm in.
Nope. Not gonna recognize.
Miss Lee says hi.
What's that?
Miss Lee says hi.
Oh, please tell Miss Lee I said.
She volunteered with me.
No, I don't lie, I really miss you. But I had you where I wanted you, never had to ask. I'd set the world on fire just to get it back. I don't know how it feels to be someone you love, and it gets me down. Yeah, I had you where I wanted you, had you by my side. It was all I ever needed, but couldn't realize. I don't know how it feels to be someone you love, and it gets me down. I let it slip.
Did you make your wish?
Yeah.
Good. Do you want to go to Disney Springs tomorrow too?
Pour a drink and let my mind rest. 'Cause I had you where I wanted you, never had to ask. I'd set the world on fire just to get it back. Don't know how it feels to be someone you love, and it gets me down, down, down. Yeah, I had